Good evening. Welcome to In the News at 5 with me, Kwame Dankwa. Coming up, UEW hosts the EU-backed twin transition workshop to drive digitalization and green practices in higher education. The news in detail. Now, in a bid to promote digitalization and environmental sustainability in higher education institutions, the TPROD project, co-funded by the European Union, has organized a twin transition co-creation workshop at the University of Education, Winneba. The workshop was attended by participants both in person and virtually via Zoom. The event focused on the theme digitalization and green transition in higher education institutions. Speaking at the event, Professor Charles K. Aswa, a co-investigator for the project, explained the main objectives and purpose of the initiative, highlighting the need for educational institutions to embrace digital solutions while addressing environmental concerns. Let's take a listen.
That brings together a diverse group of stakeholders such as management, policymakers, lecturers, researchers, industry players, and students to jointly develop strategies, solutions, and innovations that support digital transformation and environmental sustainability. The purpose of this workshop is to align efforts across sectors toward common sustainability and digitalization goals, foster innovation by combining different perspectives and expertise, encourage active participation in shaping the green and digital transition agendas, and build partnerships between academia, government, and industry. The main objectives of these co-creation workshops are to develop a shared understanding of the interconnected nature of digitalization and green transition, and to explore synergies between digital and environmental sustainability initiatives, and to co-design strategic actions and technological interventions that support climate and sustainability goals.
As a facilitator at the workshop, Dr. Boniface Yayi took participants through the concept of smart cities, drawing connections to higher education institutions. He underscored the infrastructural challenges that need to be addressed to achieve this vision. Let's take a listen.
Smart cities, energy optimization, and sustainable mobility. And I actually look at smart cities in the context of higher educational institutions. And I zoom down or zoom in to look at issues of our infrastructure, buildings of higher institutions, how smart are they in terms of the kind of operations that go on, and we'll kind of look at the transport system. Are we moving towards sustainability? Do we have a lot of crowded vehicles on our roads? Is everybody trying to move his or her car instead of sometimes just walk, just use a bicycle? Because when we talk about smart city, it is a way of enhancing the way we live, improve our lifestyle, so that whatever we do that with a mind of environmental sustainability, that the things that we do for our comfort should not jeopardize the environment. So in the comfort of using a vehicle should not tend to produce more emissions that have climate change implications. And so to go the smart way is to kind of optimize the way our resources are used.
Another key presentation came from Dr. Charity Esinam Ano, the Department of Integrated Science Education. She spoke on carbon counting and the use of digital tools, stressing the importance of monitoring environmental emissions at both institutional and individual levels. Let's take a listen.
They presented on digital carbon counting
digital tools, and the need for us as institutions, as individuals, to take track of the amount of emissions we put out in the environment in terms of energy, in terms of transport, in terms of waste, and what UW as an institution is doing in terms of counting carbon. And indeed, there has been some initiative by the University of Education, Winneba. The recent one is the development of the environmental policy that actually took note of all the green campus initiatives like smart meters, sensors in various buildings, looking at smart construction, green campus initiatives. All these were captured in the UEW environmental policy. I must say that we are not there yet. There has been some movement. We are not there yet. Yes, so I indicated that a lot has to be done in terms of training of faculty, training of students in the use of this digital accounting tools, and resource provision. And in fact, there are a lot of gaps that have to be filled, but indeed, there is a starting point, and we have started in that direction. Fortunately for us, these digital accounting tools are affordable. Some are free, and they can be accessed freely. So we need to make the move so that UW can be part of one of the best green. Thank you.
Was moderated by Dr. Bright Ankuji, who later granted an exclusive interview to Windy News, sharing insight into the significance of the twin transition agenda for educational institutions.
The co-creation workshop was meant to help build the capacity of teachers in a higher education institution in the realm of digitalization and green transition. We know that digitalization is something that the whole world is rooting for. And as a higher education institution, we also have to put measures in place so that we can be at par with the rest of the world. So there are pertinent questions that we need to ask ourselves as a higher education institution. How are we transitioning digitally? Do we have all the right equipment? And what are we doing in that regard? And more importantly, if we are transitioning, are we doing it sustainably? Are we putting measures in place so that even whilst we transition, we are not doing it at the detriment of the environment? So these are great questions that we have come to share idea. And as you know, it is co-creation. So we have come to share idea as to how, as an institution, we can transition digitally and also in a sustainable manner.